Okay, everyone shut up, it's starting. Look at him go! Look at him go! I actually have to reset my capture real quick. That's a lot of unknown. I wonder what's gonna spell out. Oh, it was spelling out Pokemon Presents.
Hello everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Hi, Ishihara.
Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan.
Wow.
Our adventures with Pokemon, which started with the simple fun of collecting, trading, and battling in the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games, have expanded to fit into so many facets of daily life, including walking and sleeping.
We've sold the property to
We'll keep
Palworld.
challenging ourselves to create new ways to enjoy Pokemon, and we hope you'll continue your adventures with us. Today, we will be bringing you all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Newest titles, you
Hello,
say?
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I hope everyone has enjoyed their adventures in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games so far. To commemorate Pokemon Day, we've planned a series of Terra Raid battle events where you'll be able to face off against a mighty Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard.
How
The
mighty.
first of these Terra Raid battle events will begin
I
tomorrow.
like the ... and making
you
its
will all
return
enjoy
like,
these raids.
and making its return.
Today, I'd also like to share the latest updates on a number of our other games. Please have a look at this.
Alright, people have been angry at Pokemon Go for a while. Let's see what they got.
A collaboration event with Pokemon Go is on its way.
Roy! Whenever it comes up with like a collaboration event, you expect it to be a
Pikachu
third-party
wearing
franchise.
Capsat is making its debut. It even knows an attack
You,
move to Pokemon
you
Go,
expect it
Volt
to be like a
Tackle.
third-party franchise, so the fact that it was just like, oh man, a crossover with
Charcadet,
crossover
Armarouge,
with
and Ceruledge are
Pokemon
coming
Horizons.
too. And Liko and Roy will be dropping in when you snap a pic and go snapshot. So set out on an adventure with your new friends.
And also, Party Hat starter Pokemon as well. I have not played that game in a while. I have the plus plus. Darkrai? Ooh! Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Or maybe just Raikou. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna fucking die! There's a tiger in my room! Oh, sweet. Hashtag killed by a tiger. Heh. Oh god, no. Mom, there's a weird cat in my bedroom! Pokemon Master Sex.
Now, I never give up. We're just
I
getting
love the
started.
sound of Hyper Beam.
We're the greatest in the world. You're the greatest and strongest partner I could ask for.
Fight!
Wait, that's way too positive for Silver. Champion Silver. Interesting. Wow! Oh, can that be an evolution for Diglett where it's just like 50 Diglett? I still think there should be a third evolution for Dugtrio that's just a hand. Giving credence to my theory that Diglett and Dugtrio are fingers of a giant. I forgot how many side games Pokemon has now that like, are games as a service. Wait, where's Tire Goiter? Please tell me he's playable. Please tell me he's playable. Oh my god, that's so good. Dude, if they had Phalanx as a playable character and he played like, yeah, coming in April. Okay. The fact that they have Phalanx as a character, I really want them to play like the Lost Vikings in what is that? Heroes of the Storm, where you can control each individual one separately. Oh, Pokemon Presents is over. Okay, bye. Said it was a 13-minute presentation. We're already
Moving
6
on,
minutes in.
Please have a look at this video.
Please have a look at this video. Milk. Ah, wait. I thought they already had... Didn't they already have a Pokemon TCG? Like... I thought they already had an online Pokemon TCG thing. I like cards. Only on PC? Can you actually... Can you actually play the game? Oh, they're doing like a speed duel format. That's cool that you could expand the card art. What if, like, you swipe wrong and it just pops out and the cards are in half? The trading mechanic is very interesting. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have that.
What you just saw was the
I was
world's
gonna-
first look at Pokemon trading card game Pocket.
Translator, hello?
This game lets
Where'd he
you
go?
easily collect Pokemon cards, which players all over the world have enjoyed since they debuted in 1996, but in a new digital form.
2 free packs per day is pretty good.
The Pokemon
I wonder if
Company is
it'll have
developing
like an
this
in-game
game as a
currency like
three-party
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master
collaboration
Duel.
with
This
Creatures
seems like it's
Inc.,
trying to directly
creators of the
compete with
Pokemon
Yu-Gi-Oh!
trading
Master
card
Duel.
game, and DNA are partners in the development of Pokemon Masters EX. To mark the launch of this title, here's a message from Mr. Yuji Kitano, President and CEO of Creatures. Mr. Kitano, take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuji Kitano from Creatures Inc. I'd like to start by thanking everyone for enjoying the Pokemon trading card game. With Pokemon trading card
We are
game
giving up our
Pocket,
stake in the
we hope
Pokemon
to
Company.
bring you all a new way to enjoy the Pokemon trading card game.
We have
So
sold
are
all
hard
of it to
at work
Nintendo, so they have a
developing
majority
digital
share.
cards. When we develop physical cards, we strive to please by taking great care with our paper quality, colors, and printing process. Since this game uses mobile devices rather than paper, we're challenging ourselves to express that care in new ways that are only
By
possible
expanding the
digitally,
art.
such as using the characteristics of the screen to show off brilliant colors and stylish effects. One way we're accomplishing this is with immersive cards, which give players the
It's a really good
experience
idea.
of leaping into the world of the card illustration. What's more, we've developed new streamlined game rules based on our existing battle system, so you can enjoy a quick battle during the free moments in your day. Our three companies
Creatures is in
are
charge
all
of the
working
card
hard
game,
to
right?
deliver a fun experience for those
I guess
of
that's
you
why they would
who
switch it over to
already
the,
enjoy
the
Pokemon trading card
president
game,
of Creatures.
as well as those who've never played before. We hope you look forward to the results of our latest efforts in the world of the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
It actually kind of plays into
Thank
what I
you
was
so
saying
much.
before about how
Thank you, Mr. Fell.
like the video games have almost taken a back
We
seat
plan to launch Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket
to
in
the
2024.
other like the other
Please look forward to more details in the
endeavors
future.
into the Pokemon series.
Just one more thing. We'd like to end today's presentation with one final video for you all.
And
Thank you for tuning in.
so it updates a trading card game, and then and now potentially like a new game. The unknown. Okay, considering the Champion Silver and the Champion Silver and all the unknown, it's probably gonna be like another Gen 2 thing. But they've been teasing Gen 5 pretty hard. Game Freak. Urban Develop. Here we go. Legends Unova. Either that, or it's another, or it's like an early Detective Pikachu game. That outline there looks like Professor Juniper. Wait, that's Lumiose. I think that looks like Lumiose Tower. Yeah, that's Lumiose Tower. Ooh, Legend Zygold? I thought it was gonna be Castelia. I thought it was gonna be a Castelia City thing. They did a complete fake out. And it's a new Pokemon Legends game. Z minus or ZA. Ooh, ominous. Oh yeah, we're probably getting Az Origins. Well, no, because isn't it because no, that's not what I want to watch. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. So interesting. No Gen 5 stuff, even though that they were teasing something with that. Either that or they're just not ready to announce something. If they okay, so if this is kind of like the way they're going with it, then the timeline for if they, because they're, like I said, they were teasing Gen 5 stuff, and they were heavily teasing Gen 5 stuff in the DLC to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If they were going to do Gen 5 stuff, I imagine that like, because Pokemon has kind of become an annual release, Legend ZA minus would be, or Legend ZA would be next year. A Gen 5 remake would be the year after, and then Generation 10 would be the year after that. So wait a minute. Who's sending us into the past now? Are we just, is it just a direct continuation and we're the same person? It's like, oh, but you have to look like the people from Kalos. Shoo! I feel like Gen 5 was the worst selling back in the day. Either that, well, also Gen 5 is such a huge undertaking as well. Especially if they were going, either that or they're skipping Gen 5 because they don't want to have to deal with the sequel bullshit. But yeah, I mean, like, for a 13-minute presentation, that's about what I expected. We had updates to, like, all the different service games that are live. They announced a new service game in the form of the Pokemon trading card game, and they announced a Pokemon Legends game, which I wasn't expecting Kalos. I was kind of hoping to go to Unova with that. But I'm excited to see that. I mean, like, we don't really have like a trend for this because the only other example we have for a Pokemon Legends game led into a, well, it didn't lead into a remake. The remake came out first for Gen 4, and then Legends Arceus came out. This is just sort of like a standalone thing, which means it might be a good idea to replay through the 6th generation games again before this comes out, in case they pull something like they did in Legends Arceus, where one of the puzzle elements, was something in the Canalave library in modern times. Good lord. Pokemon Snap will affect the lore dramatically, I bet. Ooh. That's true. There was Xerneas in Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap lore is critical. Yeah, I mean, like, so the fact that they announced so little gives me, hold on a second. The fact that they announced so little gives me hope that oh yeah, and we got we'll probably have Azus Floet as well. We'll probably have more to do with Zygarde, and we'll probably have more to do with Azus Floet. The fact they announced so little probably means that they are taking their time with development on other things, which means hopefully this game will run and look better than other Pokemon games have in the past. Not hold my breath, but, you know, we'll see. At any rate, thank you so much for watching this this little reacting with me to this this Pokemon game. And you know what, part of that too, someone said it might be a Switch game, Switch 2 game, because, you know, there's been rumors about that. The Switch 2, or rather, main title Pokemon games traditionally come out later into a new the next generation of a console's lifespan. So like Pokemon Red and Blue was like right at the end of the Game Boy into the Game Boy Color, but and then like Pokemon what was it? Going more modern, I suppose. Yeah, well, modern-ish, but Pokemon Black and White 2 came out after the 3DS already came out. No, it was right before the Game Boy Color Red and Blue because, well, no, you know what, you're right. That was just in the US. Because didn't Pokemon come out in like 95 or 96? And either way, the Game Boy was still like 5 years old in Japan at the time. Black 2 and White 2 have 3DS adverts on the box. Or Rainbow's 1990. Either way. So we probably won't see like a mainline Pokemon game until the next console has been out for I'm not gonna call it the Switch 2. The next Nintendo console has been out for like at least a year or so. We'll see as well, because I wonder, Pokemon games usually release around the holiday, so the fact that they're announcing this now, I wonder if they're gonna shoot for a spring release with Pokemon Legends ZA, or if they're going to, or if it's just like, if they're in sort of like I wouldn't say pre-development, but if they're in like the early stages of, did it say early 2025? I think it just said 2025. Let me see. It just says 2025. Releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2025. So to me, that says that... And also because of how little they showed, that it's still pretty early in development, and that they're not going to have a big project to release this fall. And instead, next fall is going to be Pokemon Legends ZA, which is... very interesting that they'd announced this so early. I guess they just want to, like, I think the best thing, to me, like, announcing something so early, I feel like lets the hype die off. But at the same time, I feel like that if you didn't announce something big for this event, then you'd anger the people that are like looking for stuff, that would want stuff. Like when Nintendo has like an announcement and they're like a new announcement and they're just like, hey, this is releasing in like 3 months. Everyone's like, like it satisfies like everything, but like you also have to kind of like, which is probably why they have nothing in the reserve right now, is probably because they're probably going to announce like games that are going to be coming out like soon with the games that are be coming out like sooner. What am I trying to say? They'd rather announce them closer to their launch window when we get more of the Nintendo Direct. For Pokemon, no. They usually have their own presentations for Pokemon. And usually if they do have more details, it's very minor. Yeah, we are going to have Mega Evolutions back. We're possibly going to have new Mega Evolutions. And on top of that, I actually don't know how you pronounce the name of this. On top of that, there's one more thing I was going to say. On top of that, like, it's very interesting that they're going back to Mega Evolution. I guess, like, and again, we don't really have, like, a roadmap for previous Legends games, because the only other one was the Gen 4 one. That really didn't have a gimmick. Yeah, I guess the other thing, too, is that you know what? It does make sense that they're doing Kalos because they have established like far past lore in both Generation 4 with the Catalave Library and Generation 6 with the Great War. We also get to see if we also get to see if Kalos went to war with actually, that might be why they did it this way as well, because we might see if Kalos went to war with Paldea. Or Galar, yeah. I'm going by like I'm kind of going by like real world geography here. I'm pretty sure like no, actually not every single one of them is an island. I think Kalos is landlocked too. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I wonder if that blocked off area in the northeast section of Paldea is Kalos. Gimmick with I was talking about, someone said the gimmick with the first Legends game was Styles. That was big 2016. I'm talking about Generation 4 in general. Because on real world geography, that's where Spain and France would meet. Didn't they already say well, I mean, like, I guess they were banking on the success of Legends Arceus to continue the Legends games. Oh, man! A Legends game that's set in Johto, or I guess it could be Kanto and Johto, but still, because that also has a established past lore of, like, the towers burning down. It's one of those things where they've kind of like established this lore of like the original. What is it? They established that there were like original forms. Like so any sort of like Legends game, I'm kind of hoping that they'll go into the. I guess there aren't really a lot of Pokemon like that in Kalos. The past forms of Pokemon. So like. I'm trying to think. So, like, if they were to do a Legends later based on Paldea, or maybe even just Kitakami, like, showing what the Loyal Trio were like before they got possessed by Pecharunt, or if they were to do a Johto one showing what the legendary beasts were before the before the Tin Tower burned down, or the Brass Tower, whichever one it was. I think it was the Tin Tower. Either way, thank you so much for joining me on this trip through this whole shebang here. We got some updates for service games. We got the card announcement. Then we got an announcement for Pokemon Legends ZA. No footage. It's releasing in 2025, which probably means it's going to be releasing at the end of 2025 in the early development. So we'll see how that goes. So thank you so much, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.